in the south to dip on a Taco Tuesday. Get a spap on your boobly. Feel free to say no. Bald bean and full of beans. I got a Yamaha keyboard drum machine. Metallic a patch on my dungarees. I said, girl, can I get your number, please?
Hang myself in the neighbour's garden. When he comes back, that's a nice surprise. Let the darkness just take your soul. Listen up, child, close your eyes. Just pull it out, don't cut me hair. Take my face, stub a stick right there. I'm a dirty, wretched man. Call me granddad, cause I fucked your nan.
Mom, my belly is rumbling. I hunger, Mother. I hunger. Why do you starve me?
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny, I'm a wheelchair user and I'm paralysed from the waist down. I've recently been on holiday and this is how I get onto a plane, usually using an aisle chair. This is what they got me onto the plane with, but unfortunately on my flight they didn't have an aisle chair on board. So the flight with Albastar didn't get off to a great start. As you can see, they wouldn't let me sit anywhere near the front of the plane, even though there was spare seats. Then when I asked if I could go to the toilet, they said no, that they wouldn't help, and they just proceeded to keep serving the drinks, which is great. So this is when I actually got to the toilet itself. This is my partner helping lift me onto the toilet. Obviously, this is quite a small space, so it was a bit of a struggle. But when you've got to go, you've got to go. So this is what we had to do. One staff member quite rudely told me that disabled people should just wear nappies on board, which I find bizarre that people think that that is the solution to this scenario. They said there wasn't enough room for an aisle chair, even though they had room to have drinks trolleys, perfume trolleys and cigarette trolleys. Every other flight I've been on has had an aisle chair. There's a lot of improvements to be made when it comes to access within the travel industry, and I hope they're made soon.
We got chips, nice, candy, solid, and my brand new action figure. Say what? Hey, she's a collectible. Ryan, what do you want, baloney brat? Well, you're having your totes unfun party. I'm having a totes fun date come over. Aren't you gonna wish me a happy birthday? Another year older, another year alone. I got a girlfriend. You do? Yes, Quinnet, I do. You do know your little doll doesn't count, right? She's an action figure. Then what's her name? Her name? I mean her name. Of course you would want to know her name, which is, Candy Confetti. Candy Confetti? Mm-hmm. She's, from Finland. Very Finnish. Well, I'm finished with this conversation. And I can't wait to meet Candy tonight.
Hey, what's up? You know, I'm like a half-ass adult now, so I like coming into like Bath and Body Works. So satisfying. One thing that does suck though is it's like you have no idea that shit is this expensive. Like never in my life would I have ever thought I'd be sitting here like this. Oh my god. Look at that 11-piece set. I need that. I mean, look, that looks so nice. But what in the world? I guess I've gone my whole life without knowing that pots and goddamn pans are expensive. You won't catch me spending $300 when all I cook is a box of Velveeta shells and cheese. How the fuck do you shop here if you're not P fucking Diddy? Bro, that knife is $189. You're cutting bell peppers, not slaying a fucking dragon. Oh my god, I feel so poor walking around here. I have my nice khakis on though, so hopefully I blend. Like, look at this. I would love to be this organized, but not for the price of a goddamn car payment. A rechargeable salt and pepper shaker. 71 to shake the motherfucker. All these expensive prices are making me self-conscious. I'm pretty sure my socks don't even match right now. I'm gonna get tossed on out of this bitch. Being poor and complaining about rich people stuff is easily my favorite pastime. Ooh, I fucking do love me a goddamn candle section, even though I'd have to cash in my fucking pension to afford a wood wick. Smells are free, man. Smells are free. This is wicked. Whew. Listen, I love me a blanket, all right? But I hate it when you spend all that money, you get a pretty little design, you go take a nap, and that motherfucker's no bigger than a kid's birthday napkin. You know, it's barely covering my kneecaps. I'm freezing my ass off. Listen, guys, I don't really know what this video is, and I'm sorry, but look at all these throw pillows. Good Lord, I've had the same throw pillows since birth. They don't go bad. Maybe they do. A Sherpa crash pad? What? Oh no. Out of my budget. Jesus, there is UGG everything in here. If I go to take a shit, is the toilet paper gonna be UGG? Personal sleep slack for clean sleeping in hotel beds. Listen. No. 1, sweating my ass off. Sleeping bags are not a thing for me. 2, a hotel bed. I'm not picky. I'll hop in that bitch butt ass naked. Oh shit, the shower head section is gonna get rough.
And then this black guy walks in. Why did you do that?
Whenever my new roommate does something borderline racist,
Remember that part in Django where Don Cheadle's upside down?
I spray him.
Was it Wesley Snipes? Oh yeah, it's Jim. That one's on me.
It's a program we worked out. It's like our own homeschooling.
Do black people use sunscreen?
Some of them do.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay, that's fair. I'm not getting a Cash App account. Just where you from, man? Django or Don Cheadle's upside down.
Gay marriage passed, which is a good thing, but I don't like this idea that it's like this crazy progressive thing because the government's still involved. I think progress would be getting the government out of marriage completely. Just let people love who they want, how they want, without having to go through this weird labyrinth of... But there was no state that was talking about that except for one. You know what it was? Oklahoma. Oklahoma had a representative who proposed a total marriage ban statewide just so gay people could never get married, which is insane, but hilarious, because that means Oklahoma accidentally homophobed its way into radical progressive thinking. By far the most advanced discussion on the subject, and it was driven by bigotry. I wish I were at that meeting to see what other ideas were proposed, see what other radically progressive ideas they can come up with that were fueled by hatred, you know? The guy's like, you know what we gotta do? We ban marriage altogether. That way them homos can never participate. Everyone's minds are blown, like they're rethinking everything. Another guy stands up like, you know what else we gotta do? We gotta dissolve our currency. Set up what's called a resource-based economy, establish a more egalitarian distribution of wealth. This will make the pursuit of individual wealth an unnecessary and irrelevant endeavor, which will help end the tyranny of nepotism as well as the virtual monopolies of corporations. This will slowly deprogram the state and corporate-backed propaganda that rots our minds and poisons our souls, which will restore the complexion of our cultural and individual psychology to where one's self-identity is no longer linked to the market value of his commercial function, but rather to the spontaneous actualization of his human desires. There would be no need for laws because the guiding principles of society would arise organically as the unwritten negotiations between our communal needs. This would render the very idea of a central government fundamentally absurd. It would help eradicate the farcical existence of campaign politics altogether. We would watch the traditional socio-economic hierarchy crumble as we entered into a stable, harmonious relationship with Mother Nature. And in that way, we'll never have to worry about our country being run by a bunch of goddamn Jews. The whole time it's going to hate Jews.
All I have to say is our legal system is fucking rigged, especially if you have a dick. I was a good husband. I'm a good father. I have 50-50 custody of my kids. I'm not even divorced yet. Speaking with my attorney today, she basically gets all of my shit. She cheated. She put another dude before her fucking family. She left. Mommy and daddy buys her a fucking house. I'm losing my house for my kids and have to go rent a tiny house now, which is whatever. That's fine. That's great. But I have 50-50 custody. She makes good money. Her dude makes good money that they live together with in the house that mommy and daddy bought. But yet I have to pay fucking child support and basically give her all of my shit. So she gets a fucking reward for cheating and fucking over her entire family. The legal system is fucking rigged, especially if you have a dick.
Guys, look at Jason's makeup. This is ridiculous. Jason, this is fucking insane. Holy shit. Guys, Jason is in the Rolls Royce. Look at the stars on the ceiling.
Wow, it's like I'm back home. What did you pay for this spaceship?
Wait, I have something to show you. And if you're...
David.
What?
What are you doing?
What?
Ew, 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 ew. Just, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ew, ew, that's so fucking gross, Jason. This just smells bad. I don't know what you're doing.
Well, that's just his breath.
I know.
My breath always smells like that. Natalie, would you mind if I had some of your earth candy?
Sure.
Thank you.
Open your eyes.
Hi, bitches.
Oh my god! Oh my god, thank god it's Jason. Oh my
It's not Jason! It's Terrence, the killer alien who murders lesbians!
What's the difference between people from your planet and our planet?
We're all about, like, just eating each other.
We like to eat each other too.
Yo, I know you two do. Yeah!
Here's the thing, okay? I really wanted a pet. I wanted something to care for, but I didn't want like a fish because I don't want to be like a bitch with a goldfish in a bowl, but I also don't have the means for like a tank and a filter and like fucking nitrate, whatever the fuck you people do for your fish. But I also didn't want like a hamster because I know it's gonna like chew on a wire and electrocute itself or blow up in my AC unit or something. They always die like terrible deaths. And then my roommates were like, Julia, you're an idiot. You can't get a pet because you'll end up killing it, which is true. This plant on my windowsill is my third one this year. They keep dying on me. So they said to me, the only way we'll let you get a pet is if you get an animal that doesn't have a brain, so you can't inflict emotional damage on it. And I said, period. Naturally, I started looking into the jellyfish industry. Turns out, jellyfishing is a bit of an expensive hobby, so I said, what is the land equivalent of a jellyfish? I would like you all to meet my snail. His name is Cumrag, and he is a democratic socialist. I originally found two snails in my yard, Cumrag and Cumstain, and I built this lovely little jar for them with plenty of space, some moss, Cuttlebone. I read about it online and got it from a very creepy underground pet store. And apparently the home I built for them was a little too comfortable because you know what these bitches were doing? Fucking. Non-stop. And snails have both a penis and a vagina, so shit got real kinky. And I could not handle the moral implications of housing this snail sex fest. So I set Cumstain free into the wilderness. So it's just me and Cumrag chillin', and then today I go to give him his daily morsel of bell pepper, and what do I find? These are gelatinous egg sacs. Apparently my boy didn't get any comprehensive sex ed, and now I'm gonna be responsible for this township, this fucking commonwealth of snail babies? No.